Hey, Awkwardlings. Welcome to Awkwardish, the space where we slow down, get honest, and unlearn the we don't talk about that things we grew up with. I'm Ruby, meeting you in the messy middle, the healing, the spirals, the breakthroughs, the how is this my life moments. So grab a snack, get hydrated, and let's get awkward. Okay, here's a partial inventory of the last 7 days. The report got done on time. The dentist appointment was rescheduled again, but it's technically still on the list. The laundry was washed and it is now living in the basket. Oh, and the birthday text was sent with the cake emoji, and they responded with hearts. So, you know. You went to the thing, you smiled at the thing, you answered the messages before 9 a.m. because leaving them unanswered felt worse. You showed up. You are doing all of it. And somewhere underneath all of it, very quietly, something is asking, but at what cost? Hi. Hey. Come in. Sit down. This is Awkwardish, and today's episode is called I'm Functioning, but at what cost? You are in exactly the right place. So, again, welcome to Awkwardish, podcast for people who feel things deeply, navigate the world a little differently, and probably have a full and productive day that left them feeling wrung out. I'm Ruby, and I'm really glad you're here. So today we're talking about a sneaky kind of exhaustion, the kind where everything is getting done, and from the outside you look completely capable, and from the inside you feel like a car running with the oil light on. Everything still moves, but something is being used up too fast. This is high-functioning exhaustion, and it is one of the most overlooked forms of burnout there is, because there is no visible evidence anything is wrong. Today we're naming it, and I have a toolkit at the end that will not ask you to wake up earlier. I also have a story. It involves a cereal aisle and a woman who was supposed to be completely fine. Let's go. There was a season, I'd say late last year, where I was maximally functional. Everything was handled. Deliverables were consistently good, relationships were tended to. I was exercising, not necessarily because it felt good, but because not exercising meant falling behind, and falling behind was not something my system was accepting. I had a to-do list with 43 items on it. Completing something did not make it shorter. It made it a list of equal length with one different item. Because the list was not a finite document, it was a living organism. And I was its devoted servant. And then one evening, I was standing in the cereal aisle trying to pick a cereal, and I just couldn't. I stood there for 3 minutes. My brain offered me nothing, like hitting a key on a piano that makes no sound. I put something in the basket. I checked out. I sat in my car. And I thought, very quietly, I think I might be running on empty. Not broken or in crisis, just empty. Like a phone at 2% that's still technically on. I had been confusing functioning with thriving. Output is not a wellness metric. High-functioning exhaustion is exhaustion that learned to dress itself up. And because it's concealed, nobody checks on you, and you don't feel like you have permission to check on yourself. You just keep functioning until the cereal aisle, or whatever yours is. So, let me name a few of the actual costs quickly. The first one is decision fatigue. That's the cereal aisle. When you've been making decisions across every domain all day, your brain's capacity for it gets used up. And that's not a weakness. That is a normal consequence of unsustainable pace. The next one is emotional flattening. Things that used to light you up don't quite do it anymore. Not because they've stopped being good, but because that part of you is running on the same depleted system as everything else. The caring feels like it's happening behind glass. And then there's the invisibility tax. When you look fine, people don't ask. And sometimes you use that as evidence for yourself. The list is done, therefore I am okay. But that's a performance review, not a health check. The fact that you are still functioning does not disqualify you from being exhausted. You do not need to fall apart in a way other people can witness before you're allowed to say, I'm tired and something needs to change. The oil light does not require you to wait for the engine to seize. And please don't wait until your internal engine seizes. So let's go over the toolkit. These are 2 things that actually help. So the first one is the completion feeling. Decide what done means today, each day. So don't think about everything that could get done. What is the version of today that by 9 p.m., for example, would genuinely feel like enough? When those things are done, that's the ceiling. Everything else is extra credit. Extra credit is optional. This isn't about making the list shorter. It's about deciding in advance what done means so it stops retreating. And number 2, the one real thing. Put something on the list that's only for you. When everything on your list is for someone or something else, that's a structural problem, not a character flaw. The fix is one thing, just for you. Not productive or useful to anyone else. A walk without a destination. An episode you watch without your phone. A meal you eat slowly. Put it on the list. Protect it the way you protect everything else, because you are a commitment too. These are not one-time fixes. These are habits of being kind to yourself while things are hard, because you're worth practicing on. So, we started in the middle of an itemized list, a body that was managing, producing, showing up, and we're ending here, talking about what that cost and what you deserve beyond the doing of it. You came in functioning, and I hope you're leaving a little more seen. Functioning is a skill. It's gotten you through things that require getting through. But it is not the whole story. The whole story also includes the cereal aisle, the blank moment, the quiet question that's been waiting patiently in the background. At what cost? You are more than your output. You're a whole person, and whole people need more than a to-do list and the satisfaction of completed column. So I'm just going to give you a quick affirmation, or actually a couple. I am not a machine. I am a person who is very good at functioning, and I deserve to rest before the breakdown, not after it. Now, I will add that if you don't rest before your breakdown, you still deserve it after you break down. We just don't want you to get that far. Trust me, you don't want to do that. So, if this episode felt like something you needed, send it to someone. Come find us in the Awkward Links community. Awkwardish Podcast on Instagram and Threads, and Awkwardish Pods on YouTube. You also can follow me, Ruby, as Awkward Rube on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you have 2 minutes and a kind word, a review means everything. So I'm just going to close with this. May your light finally get attended to. May you put one real thing down today. And may you rest before you have to. Awkwardly yours, always, Ruby.